Hello, my name is Alejandro Martinez, and this is the testing section for my Computer Science A-Level NEA project. As I launch the program, you can see the main scene, the bow and arrow buttons, the target, the bow, the draw indicator, the accuracy displays, a title, and then some exporting and load buttons. The bow tracks my mouse movement as I move it, rotating in the opposite direction so that it's always ready to aim. When I start drawing, you can see the bow stops tracking my mouse and the draw indicator starts to fill out, maxing out when it reaches the maximum. Now, when I shoot it, you can see the arrow moves in a parabola and it rotates exactly as it should at that position. And as you saw there, it has calculated the average, the best, and my last shot, which has shown when it hits the ground at 0% from my last two shots. And the more that I shoot, the more you'll see they get updated with my last and my average shots. Now, if I switch to the short bow and we shoot it with like an equal shot, you can see that it lands about there, which is less far than what the longbow could do because it's got more resistance. But now if we switch to something with like the compound bow, which has less resistance, you will see that with an equal shot, it will actually go much farther because its attributes affect the trajectory. And this is the recurve bow showing that they switch properly. Now, if we switch arrows, you can see that the arrow being shot changes accordingly with the correct sprite and everything. And for example, if we shoot the sharp arrow, which has lower weight and lower drag, when it's shot, you can see then it travels a certain distance. That was a bullseye getting 100%. But then if we switch to something like the heavy arrow with higher weight and higher drag, it will actually go a shorter distance than the sharp arrow would have because of the weight and the drag affecting it. We can also move the target to the left and to the right to adjust its position within the boundaries and scale it up to its maximum and down to its minimum. And as we can see, it reacts accordingly with the new arrows and the new collision. Now, if we press the export button and then bring over the files, we can see that there's a JSON file that just got created from it. And if we look inside, we can see that it's got the score history and then also the target position and the target size. And now if we take a couple more shots, right, and change the settings for the target, and we press load, it fetches back the same data written in the JSON file. Now, if I try to click or move down here, as you can see, when I click and drag and move, the bow doesn't update because down here it's the UI button section. Now, if I go ahead with my JSON file previously written at 539, and then I exit out of the program, you can see that a new one has been created upon closing with my last shot saved automatically.